I would really like to see this, especially when we showcase to a client. I can go to Google and to know how I rank on Google, but it's not going to tell me how I rank on Edge.
Squeeze on the bottom, push from the top, and be a good profitable company.
Let it rain!
You can kind of get a feel too, like basically
Are you calling because you need a quote, you want to talk to sales?
Stop thinking about yourself. Start thinking about your audience.
It gave me some ideas. I had an idea for a commercial for Brilliant Supply.
You asked the right question over there. You asked, like, how do we measure success, right?
Right. How are you guys doing? I'm Ryan with Commercial Kitchen Stop. We're here at the FRLA Florida Summit, and we're showing off some of our new products and features. Today we're showing off our new 3D virtual reality where you can come in and design your own restaurant with the actual appliances laid out and everything there in front of your eyes. We're getting here to meet with a lot of the association. We're back for another year. We're now a proud board member of the FRLA as well, we're proud to say, and just here back to engage with the community. Come check out what we're doing.
Get it over the bun here.
Here, you can adjust the back.
There we go.
Okay.
How do I don't want a snap turn.
Okay.
How do I slow turn?
Just turn your body.
Huh?
Just turn your body.
Oh, well, duh. Check that out. Over here, they need some shelving over here. We gotta fill up that dead space. And I'm not a fan of this distance between these two tables here.
Yeah, you can fill all that in. Get a corner table to go. It covers the whole.
We went in Frico here, huh?
Now maybe not, but I think that was what was spec'd in. If they don't have Revit models, I just choose a light.
Okay. A little sham. Fit our RO system in here.
Pump some volume out of there, man.
Yeah, oh yeah. How can we start putting, the dispensers on the wall? Right, I would really like to see this, especially when we showcase to a client, the Brilliant Supply dispenser on the wall, showing our buckets under there, just getting some more branding for the company in here.
Sure. Just need to let me know what you want in there.
You know what I mean? I'd love to see this shelf just filled up with chemicals and boxes of gloves that don't say Cheney or Edward Don on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just get the customer comfortable with seeing our stuff in their building.
Oh yeah.
Long before we even start that sales conversation.
Yeah.
Where's the trash? Should we bury the trash in here? Do you want it on the outside?
Yep. Do you cut a hole in?
Yeah.
And just have the.
This is fantastic.
Throw the waste in. Yeah. I mean, you can live it, and that's the beauty of it. You walk through the flow. You walk through everything. Because there's so much that's just not included on the design side.
Yeah, man, you move too fast in that thing. You start getting a little wobbly.
Yeah. You got to teleport. So I don't. That continuous motion for me.
Yeah.
I
had me all jacked up.
Doing that.
Yeah. Felt like I hit the mimosa bar.
There you go. It's a lot cheaper than drinking.
Oh yeah, people are gonna love that today. It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, for the VR.
Brendan was our regional for Alto Sham and left 2-3 years ago.
Yeah,
started his company, Visual Conquest, and approached us, said, look, this is the way of the future, this is where designs are headed, and we fell in love with the idea. So we're always trying to be at the forefront of innovation and new technology, and Brendan led us there. So
let's walk through some kitchens.
So you guys actually design, you help us design it, and then you guys wire the equipment?
That's what we do. We're Commercial Kitchen Stop. That's exactly what we do.
Okay. So I'm in Vero Beach, Florida.
And I live in Port St. Lucie. So we're neighbors.
I hate my kitchen company. Like that, I either have to fly it into or we use takes forever for me. I've redesigned both my kitchens at my property. We have 2 restaurants. Well, I would love to.
Sure. I'd love to help you. So, commercial kitchen stop. We're based out of West Palm Beach. We're basically, we have a full-on heavy equipment line. We do all the design. We procure all the equipment we can sell to you. We do ice machine leasing. We do ware washing and dishes. By probably 40 to 50%.
On rentals on ware washing?
Yes, and chemicals.
Okay, I know chemicals is where it's always at.
But the chemicals are probably 2/3 less than what you're spending, which makes it palatable. And we're at your business every week servicing the machine, descaling and cleaning it.
I'd love to get you in the hotel next week or something.
I can do that.
Because I have all the plans. I can show you all the plans already. We haven't bought anything. I guess it's good timing because it's like we're expected to go on a renovation within the next couple years. That's kind of part of why I joined the property. But I've redesigned both restaurants to be rebuilt. It'd be really cool to do that.
Can you just show him one thing about, because he's a chef, right? Show him when he's in the kitchen with the people actually working, even though you won't use it for training. Check this out.
Yeah,
He doesn't want to put it on. He just wants to see the training. This is cool.
you come in, this training environment, we have authentication, you log in, and based on your access, you'll get access to these modules. We'll just go into the demo. This is Florida Technical College's Culinary Institute. Physical location. We mapped it out, created a digital environment in it. Within here, we go through fire safety recognition, where we learn about kitchen hazards, overheated oil, flash points. Yeah, what not to do.
We have a scheduling announcement. We are about to begin the first round of breakout sessions. We invite everybody to go find a breakout room of your choice. We have 4 great options that begin at 10 a.m. That is under 5 minutes from now. We are ready to begin our 2025 FRLA Summit.
Sorry.
Make your way to a breakout room, and we look forward to a great day.
See what happens when I leave?
When the cat's away, the mice will.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Also is outside, and so welcome to Brian. Welcome Dr. Peter Wick.
You see it, you don't know it, you're afraid of it, you won't admit it. I'm an educator, so we think, and basically this is me, this is not generative AI impersonating me.
How do you see AI working itself into hospitality as an enhancement? Because today it's a detractor, right? In a lot of different ways, as we've made clear today. But like where are we going? How does AI fit for all of us?
I think that's a very loaded question. Like you said, with the handhelds, you see them being used across the industry with different concept types, and they haven't been, fully accepted yet. And that's going to be the same with AI. It's going to be, being used with different concept types, from quick service to full service and fine dining, and being used in different ways when different integrations are being offered. And I think everyone's going to start accepting it differently. And even with the way AI is being used within the restaurant, there's going to be all different tools and analytics that's being offered through AI. And it's really, how do you want to use AI for your business, and where do you want to implement it? And this also goes back to what Patrick was saying before about you have to start somewhere. So finding in your business maybe where the inefficiencies are and starting there.
Good morning. My question, Christine, I love the question you asked, how many people have typed in your business on chat or Claude or anything. And it got me thinking, using some of the feedback from the panel of things that we can use in our business. But my question is, where's the scoreboard for us to measure our success rate when we're A/B testing things? I can easily go see what my competitors are spending money on keywords, and I want to chase that route, or where people are not spending and I could go that direction. But where's the scoreboard to find out how successful I am in my Google review responses, or partnering with the foodies on Instagram. How do I find out if what I'm doing is successful, or do I just flood the internet with organic content and cross my fingers?
Good question.
So first off, yes, flood as much as you can with organic content that's topically related back to whatever your target is. The issue we have today, as far as like scoreboards or metrics and KPIs, because the evolution is so rapid and fast, the tools are just being developed right now, right? Myself, I deal with this every day. I'm lucky enough to have a lot of great tools and partners, but even they are developing them right now as we go. So continue to track manually for now as best as you can through the different platforms, but eventually I think by the end of this year you'll have better tools to your disposal to see what is my visibility on the 6 or 7 different AI platforms.
You gave your question answer?
No. But I'm going to dig into it deeper.
Data. There's a company right now out of Brooklyn. They're very forward, progressive as far as this AI thing goes. They're called tryprofound.com. Tryprofound.com. They just got their second round of funding from Sequoia Capital, $35 million. They're very serious. We're trying to test some stuff out of them. The price point isn't bad. I think for like a few $1,000 a year, you can get good data, and they're tracking every single AI platform. So right now, they're literally building the plane as they're flying. I'm talking about like SEMrush, Bright Edge, you name it, any of those guys. So they're still in the development phase. I have the same frustrations, man. Same frustrations.
I mean, I can go to Google and to know how I rank on Google, but it's not going to tell me how I rank on Edge, right?
And that's the headache.
Yeah, and there's got to be a winner, right? 10 years time, we're not going to use Chat, Claude, Gemini, Grok. We're not going to use all of them.
It's going to be
somebody's going to take the forefront.
And you see, I don't know if you followed the news last night. Perplexity made an unsolicited bid for Google Chrome, $35 billion. Obviously, it's not going to get accepted because Google's having litigation issues right now, so they might potentially break up. And these people are like, what can we pick up to try to build that consolidation? So I give it like a year to 2 years.
But it's very nice to meet you.
Down to maybe 2 or 3 players.
Tryprofound.com.
Tryprofound.com. Great meeting. Take care.
Tryprofound.com. Thank you so much for the time.
Yeah, well, of course, my pleasure.
I wanted to talk to you about, you mentioned being a SaaS developer and now an attorney. I'm working on building a SaaS platform for food service equipment, maintenance, and repair.
My concern is how do we limit your liability to potential litigation. We want to make sure that you have proper cyber coverage, for that type of thing. So, hey, it's
really nice to meet you. Thanks so much.
Hey, take care.
I have a question. You asked the right question over there. You asked how do we measure success, right?
Right.
That's what you said, right?
Yeah.
You were meaning more in the terms of social media, or what type of how do we measure success?
Well, so
you own restaurants, I guess, or
no, I build restaurants.
Okay, that's great. Okay.
So we sell them all the equipment and supplies.
Okay.
But I thought Christina asked a great question, right? Try asking, where to buy restaurant equipment in Palm Beach County. Ask ChatGPT, and then see who pops up. Right? And if I put that in Google, right, I know how to go find the keywords that Google is using to rank my website. But I don't know how to go find what ChatGPT is using to source the information from Google, from Yahoo, from all the other search engines, from Instagram, from Reddit. He mentioned, So that was kind of my question.
Okay, interesting.
So as I start investing time, effort, and energy into more organic posting on social, conversational involvement on Reddit, right, responding to Google reviews, how do I measure the success of those efforts into the results of the large language models?
Okay, interesting. Yeah, good.
That's what I was curious about.
Okay, cool. That's something that comes to my head as well, because I was wondering the same thing. That's why I said it's a good question.
Right, because we could spend all our time responding to Google reviews and posting on Instagram.
You don't really know if it's working.
If I'm still not getting the results in ChatGPT,
you don't. Yeah,
waste of time.
Yeah,
maybe not a waste, but I'm not getting the result that I'm intentionally focused on.
Yeah, you want to figure out what makes you pop there in ChatGPT when people search. Okay, good. Yeah, good. Interesting. Pleasure.
Enjoy the show.
As well. You too. Take care.
Take care. We're doing it, baby.
Doing what?
jumping in 2 feet into the AI world.
Nice to meet you. I believe we met last year, actually.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you only work with restaurants, or I would imagine that technology could be adopted to any type of business that has to answer the phone?
Yeah, so we developed it for restaurants. That was our main focus. Well, actually, a step back. We first developed it was for a moving company. That was our first customer. And then we realized there's like 10,000 restaurants for every moving company.
Right.
So we kind of pivoted. We had one restaurant customer down here in Miami, and then we just went complete, focus on the restaurant space. And then we've now kind of organically grown into some other businesses, obviously hotels. That's been the most organic growth through the restaurants that we work with. But then we have other businesses using it for like corporate offices who are using it to manage their phone calls into the corporate office, and then it funnels the calls to the proper places. And it can really be used.
But that's where
a museum is using it.
That's neat. I would love to be able to, field phone calls and, hey, are you calling because you need warranty repair work? Are you calling because you need a quote, you want to talk to sales? Are you calling because you need to pay an invoice or check your balance, or why am I on credit hold? Let me get you to financing. And maybe even take it a step further. I don't know, do you guys tie into like ERP software at all? Or
potentially, depends on the APIs that they have available. If it's open APIs, our engineering team can definitely look into the documentation, and we have the ability to.
Do you have a card?
Depends on,
Yeah, we'd love to set up a time and learn a little bit more on how we can fold what you're doing into our space.
Definitely.
That is neat.
What do they do?
It's a conversational phone service, right? That allows an AI to interact with your customer, right? Instead of just hammering zero, hey, I need to get a real person on the phone. No, they can answer the phone, they can connect with our systems, identify what we have in stock, answer questions, help people pay bills, help get quotes built, help funnel things throughout. And it minimizes the time that our people have to spend on the phone qualifying that phone call, filtering it to the right departments, right? It lets our sales team focus on the core competencies that drive revenue. It lets the accounting department, skip time trying to find a customer. By the time they get on the phone, they can tell them, yeah, this is your statement balance. Here's how much you owe. Here's how we can pay the balance, right? So it's a really neat technology that I think can eliminate some of the less priority tasks from the people that are already on payroll, so we can maximize the efficiency of them. I think it's gonna be really cool.
It's on the app that has a lot more detail.
A bit tough. It's not as bad as it was a year ago when I was here, much less even 2 years ago. So let me just go quickly through some of the stuff that's going on. So first off, what I'd like to do, we harvest wheat in this country. It's one of our greatest crops. We spray it with Roundup to kill it. The VP of Marketing for Zenith to introduce Don Yeager.
The veins of your team could be felt, it was palpable. And with your eyes closed, I want you to stay with me and think about a moment when things weren't going well, when the opportunity to be successful was difficult, when it felt like everything you were trying to do was in fact working against you. But this is the number that stood out to me. This is the number that told me that this isn't a discussion we might laugh about or make fun of our Atlanta fans for.
The architect will submit, with that, or
we're cash funded. So
no, you guys have done some stuff. I'm gonna be up there next year too.
That's our bread and butter.
Bread and butter. Do you work with Tony? Did you want to walk him through what you did for Mr. Pastrami?
Vertically integrated. So from design, the first step, to service after it's sold and installed. We also rent dish machines and rent ice machines. So by owning an asset that is integral in the operation of your business, we're just as much invested in your success as you are.
I love how you said vertically integrated because that's us. That's what sets us apart. There's two other guys out here that do what we do. Promo is massive, but we're vertically integrated. So we do our own embroidery, we do our own graphic design, we do our not delivery because we work with FedEx and UPS, but if you're local, we have our own delivery van.
We try to manage as much of the supply chain as possible for the restaurant operator so that they can operate their restaurant.
Wish you luck, yeah, and I hope we get to work together tonight. Awesome.
This is Chris. Chris.
Hi. Nice to meet you. I'm Rebecca. How are you?
So nice to meet you, Rebecca.
Yeah, it's going well.
That's pretty cool.
Let it rain!
they're building 4 more companies.
Yeah, exactly. All right. I like the standard response at this point, but what I'm looking for is what we went into. That is, we need organic content, and I think Pride would be great because that's your tribe.
I also like PETA because it shows us. So I think I've been thinking a lot about this, right? When you pick your chain, right? When they start growing, then they expand beyond regionally. They think, okay, I got to go to Trimark to be national. And I think there's like a level of clout that they feel. Like, okay, now I'm working with the biggest in the space, right? I'm at the big guys table, helping associate us with the big guys, right? Video of me and Fred Singer having a conversation, right?
Absolutely.
Shaking hands with Steve Don, right? Some of the biggest in the space. Like, oh, you know them, they know you, first name basis. Maybe you're not what I put you in a box to be.
Correct. And they correlate that, you know, you are in the industry as emerging, and they correlate that you are somebody.
Yeah.
You may not
We're on
be.
the come up together.
That's right. So as I'm an emerging chain, you're an emerging dealer, which we are. And
I sit on the Emerging Dealer Council. Yeah. We planned that. Let it rain!
Now I gotta look that up.
These guys are good. Like a question. A question people are. A question people are big money.
This is not my world. I'm sure you're incredibly busy, and it looks like you got to run.
I got one person. I got just arrived.
Could we just grab it for 2 minutes and maybe just say a couple of words on camera in front of our booth and just kind of talk about who you are, what you do for the chapter?
Hi guys, this is Ryan. I'm back here with Commercial Kitchen Stop. I have a very special guest here, Carol Dover, the head of this whole Florida Restaurant Lodging Association. So I just wanted to give a quick hello and allow her to introduce herself and tell everyone about key reasons why to get involved with your local association, how to make an impact. So Carol, if you can take it away and briefly introduce yourself.
Well, thank you, Ryan. My name's Carol Dover. I'm President and CEO of the Florida Restaurant Lodging Association. I appreciate the shout out, but honestly, I have the best team in the world. I have been very blessed to hire really talented people, so I get a lot of the credit, but they are where the rubber meets the road. We have 8 to 9, we have a lot of chapters, but 8, maybe 9 soon, regional directors. So these are our chapters. I think we have like 27 maybe chapters, but we have some very active ones, some that you're very familiar with, Palm Beach, Broward, Miami, Lee and Charlotte, Tampa, Jacksonville, Pensacola, Orlando. So our chapters are really where the rubber does meet the road. Those are all my spokes in the wheel. And so what they do is keep our members apprised of everything from what you do in your business, who you are. I'm assuming you get to go to chapter meetings and meet people. So that's a lot of what I think is important about you playing a role, is that I give you a huge shout out because your company takes the time to be here. Like this is our annual summit. We have over 600 people here, all industry people. And the fact that you took time out of your schedule to come here and show off, showcase, and meet new people tells me a lot about who you are. And we appreciate what you do for us. And your engagement in our chapters is critical.
And we appreciate like the knowledge that we get, whether it's a new wall that we have to stand, either for or against, how we can support our customers, which are the restaurants and the hotels. So we love the interaction that we get, at least at our local level and with the state. It's just a way, I love this industry. Hospitality is a fun, great industry, and it's our way of, just giving back too. I think part of it in any type of movement that we can do to create, like you said today, the momentum.
The momentum. I think we're all in that mode now.
Yeah,
the moment of momentum. Yeah. So.
And if I could add, what I find most encouraging, sometimes when you start your business, you kind of feel like you're on an island, but there's a whole association of people that want to build a vibrant community and get to know you and help your business, because your business being strong means it's going to be there for my business. And just understand that. So people who I always say are on the fence about getting involved, like get involved, and that's what really builds community. And it really blew my mind when I was like, oh, how do I have time for these meetings and these summits and all this?
You got to make the time.
Right. I was just going to say, you're only going to get out of anything in life what you put in it. And the more time, I happen to know of a lady that baked chocolate chip cookies in her garage, and we met her 25 years ago or so, and she got involved, went to our trade show. Money. Outback signed with her, and the next thing we knew, this little cookie company was this multi-million-dollar cookie company, and it's just fun. It's fun to watch how we can change lives. And you all, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here. I agree with you. We've got a whole bunch of vendors here. Making relationships is what we're all about, right? We're in the hospitality district.
Right. Thank you so much. We really appreciate taking the time to talk to us.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate
nice
it.
to see you. Thank you. Nice to meet you. Thank you for being here.
All right, it's Ryan and Maria, joined with very special guest, local superstar Jody Cross. Jody, if you could give a quick introduction for those who may not know you about who you are and what you are to FRLA and your years of experience here.
Yes, great. I'm so happy you guys are here today. I'm the regional director covering Vero Beach to Boca Raton, so I cover those two chapters, and you guys have been instrumental and very involved in both of those chapters, and we really appreciate all your support.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, what are some new exciting things about this year's show versus different years? And
I think the speakers are really great this year. I'm really excited about Tim Tebow tomorrow. That'll be fun.
I didn't know that.
Yes, Tim Tebow, shout out.
Wow.
So I think that'll be awesome. As far as getting involved, I think the more you can get involved on a local level, the better it is, because you get to meet some of the key players, the hotel owners and operators, the restaurant owners and operators. We've got great fundraisers locally that go to the local schools to help support scholarships for that next generation of students. So you guys are always involved in the golf tournament and Harvest Dines and Eats. So it's just a great pairing. And if there's anybody you ever want to meet, if you're not a member, I usually just like to walk you right over to somebody and say, hey, this is Maria, this is Ryan.
I love how you do that. It's such a great. I think just like being involved at FRLA, it's a community organization, and it's a great way to just stay in touch with what's happening in our industry. I mean, hospitality is a fun, exciting industry. It's big, but I'd say it's a big, small industry, right? Because one day you'll know that chef or that restaurant. The next day he might go over there. They take you. That's how the word gets around. So I think being a part of the FRLA is amazing because you come in contact with the different types of folks within the industry.
Absolutely.
So I'm grateful to be a part of it.
Yeah. And it's a fun group, like you said. It's restaurant owners. It's just a fun group, and I just want to welcome you because Maria is the newest member of our board for the Treasure Coast. So we're really excited about that.
I'm
getting you on board with all that. So
awesome.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us and stop by our booth. I appreciate it.
Glad you could be here.
Thank you, Jody. Appreciate it. Back here with Rosita. Rosita is the head of the Broward chapter. So I'm going to ask her background with the Broward chapter. How long have you been there, and your brief introduction?
I'm actually going on 7 years. Before actually working for FRLA, I was a member of FRLA.
Oh, wow.
Always in hospitality, tourism, destination marketing. Actually, Martin County is where I was. So now it's great to be on the inside.
Awesome.
Yeah.
How are things going with the chapter?
They're going fantastic. It's amazing.
It's a very busy chapter.
It is. It is a very busy chapter, and what always impresses me is when you look at the map, geographically, it looks like we're the smaller chapter, but it's packed with good hotels, including this one.
Oh, wow.
Welcome to the Hard Rock. That's my chapter. And the Diplomat Hotel and all the fabulous hotels in between. So it's a very active chapter.
Rosita, what would you say to someone who's thinking about joining the FRLA, or kind of like the pros and cons, like to get them involved, or what kind of advice would you give to someone who's considering it?
This is my favorite question to answer. What I recommend for people is when you get involved and you become a member of the chapter, you actually treat it like a membership in a gym. If you become a member of a gym and you don't go, and you don't do the work, you don't see the results. So people that are here and are participating and are doing the work are the ones who are going to benefit the most. So my advice is to become a member and become involved. Be on a committee, sponsor things, attend things, shake hands, meet people. That's how you're going to get the most out of it.
Awesome. So for this year's summit, what are you most excited about?
Well, first of all, it's in my region. Again, I believe this is our 4th year or 5th year, I'm not sure. So I'm excited that I'm the host chapter, obviously, and I'm also excited because there's a lot of old friends and people that we've known, and there are a lot of new friends that we're seeing. So to have that, it's really a great thing because it shows loyalty in our membership and partnerships, but it also shows new business all the time. And I think that's a really exciting part of this summit.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, glad to be back. I just learned we have Tim Tebow speaking tomorrow too. I don't know how I didn't know that before, but that's pretty amazing. I'm not sure how you guys landed him, but that's awesome. FRLA keeping you on the edge of what's coming. So
That's right.
Awesome.
Definitely on the cutting edge, for sure.
Lucia, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you,
Hope to
Ryan.
see you soon. It's hard to tell. There's so much innovation going on in the market.
I'm going to start following you on YouTube. I'm going to call you once in a while.
Call me anytime. No, Jimmy, he's horrible.
I want to get educated.
Everything he says is wrong.
But it is, you got to admit, a normal person. I'm a little older.
I mean,
but
Jeff, if I could explain, how I actually stumbled into Bitcoin, was really during the financial crisis. When and a little bit, I'll fully disclose, I'm an anarchist. From what I've understood about the way the world works, is that government's just monopolization of force. And how we can succumb to that. So that was the first thing I saw. The financial crisis happened, and I essentially saw the government was manipulating the money supply and the cost of risk.
So I'm going to have to shuffle some things around. But I think without spending twice as much money, you get
generalized knowledge, so it doesn't have the detailed those prices where you kind of like hit a ceiling.
instead of doing it yourself. That's all.
Travel. So again, this is great for state of Florida. So we're known to be the leisure travel destination. This desire to travel is not fading anytime soon. In fact, it's strengthening. What we have heard as travelers return to planning.
What are we about to launch?
It's a presentation on branding.
Hello, everyone. Hey, group. So many of my old friends in this room. It's really exciting to be here. By the way, that was a little creepy that I've been in your living room, I gotta say. Other than that, it was a great introduction. Every time I get an introduction like that, I think, God, do I wish my wife was here. She's not, unfortunately, but my daughter is. She came to see her dad speak, and she's sitting right up front. So, and how do you demonstrate to your audience that they should buy it from you? And it takes one simple shift in the way you think. Quite simply, stop thinking about yourself. Start thinking about your audience. Make your marketing, it's just 3 words, all about them. All about them. Don't tell them what you have, tell them who they'll be when they do business with you. All of a sudden, the concept of your offerings becomes so much more valuable because it matters to them. That changes the relationship you have with the people you do business with currently and with the people you want to do business with in the future. You have to figure out ways to make more money in the restaurant business. That's called increased check average. And I would train our waiters till I was blue in the face to what to do at the end of dinner. Because when dinner was over, they would come out and say, would anybody like coffee? Or they say, does anybody have room for dessert? Can you think of anything less detrimental than saying to someone, you have room for dessert? Oh yeah, I saved a little bit over here. So even if you want the dessert, when they say that, you go, no, thank you.
The FRLA Summit Happy Hour begins right and lots of great fun.
What did you think of the speaker?
I thought it was really good. It gave me some ideas. Had an idea for a commercial for Brilliant Supply to it being like an executive chef, like the feeling of his machine going down and having to wait endless or maybe even more than 2 weeks to get service when my company is there within 2 hours. Like, what would be the feeling behind that, you know, knowing that you can rely on that supplier, that vendor to come. That's priceless.